Well, it really is a beautiful morning here in Port Mahon as the fleet go afloat for the second day of racing at the 52 World Championships 2016. Forecast is for lighter breezes today, up to 12, 13 knots perhaps, more sea breeze conditions at a fabulous opening day, and the second day looks to be a cracker. Well, it was a pretty good opening day for the young team on the French boat Paprec, with a third in the first race, their best score so far this season. Now, one of the focuses for this team from Brittany is that they bring on young French talent.
It's quite good, because there's really a good spirit on board. Everyone really tops himself, to make the boat go faster, etc. And it's really a good spirit on the sea and on the land. It's really, really interesting.
To have all these young people, it's like you go sailing with your kids. You have to be on their back all the time just to clean the house, clean their bedrooms, and it's it's just life. It's funny, but it's true that it's not like if you are only with people between 40 and 50.
It's really good to sail here because it's a new experience, and I think it's a great experience, and I learn a lot of things, and that's really, really, génial, super.
Well, if Paprec represent a young generation making progress in the 52 Super Series, Phoenix is a boat which is well known to the series previously. It's been picked up by a vastly experienced Grand Prix owner in Richard Cohen. He has Paul Kayard as skipper, and Paul has put together a very, very experienced team for next year.
We have a great team, great sailors who've been in big campaigns, America's Cups, and we all have plenty of experience, and most of us have experience in this class too over the years, but this is the first time this group has sailed together, and obviously we're just getting into the fleet, which has been sailing against each other at least all this season. So, it's just a matter of inches out here. It's not boat lengths really. It's just meters and seconds that makes the difference.
Well, race number 3 started in 10 knots of breeze, bouncy conditions, breeze at 230 degrees, 1.8 mile beat. Quantum Racing made a nice start at the pin end of the line beside Paprec. Unfortunately, Azzurrain, Sorcia and Platoon were all over the start line and had to restart. Quantum really read the beat best, got the best lane of pressure, good balance between offshore pressure and the lift inshore, and they really did get that bit right. So Quantum Racing led round the top mark ahead of Ran Racing. Azzurrain made a nice recovery, got themselves up to 4th initially. At the windward mark, it's Quantum Racing, Ran, Brunenasek, Azzurrain and Sled. Quantum Racing win, Ran Racing in second, Pravetsa in third.
There were winners and losers the whole way through the race. One minute you're looking great, and the next minute, we're in the cheap seats. So it was very exciting and very tricky. 17-mile
coastal race started in a light breeze, still sloppy seas, hard to get off the line with maximum pace, but Azzurrain started nicely on the pin. Quantum Racing started midline. Platoon went up the middle of the course pretty much, in good pressure all the way and at the top mark. Platoon leading nicely from Azzurrain and Quantum Racing. It was really on the second long run that decided the race in some senses. Platoon stayed further offshore and missed out on the shift inshore and the increase in pressure. That's where Gladiator and Phoenix really compressed in nicely, but at the front of the fleet then it was Azzurrain leading Quantum Racing all the way down to the bottom turn. Sled made a nice gain up the final beat, just pipping Gladiator on the finish line, but it's Azzurrain winning the coastal race, Quantum Racing second, Sled get third and Gladiator fourth.
It's tough outside, I promise you. I lost something like 10 years of my life sailing, grey hair. Quantum is doing a fantastic job. We need to pray somewhere in order that they are making some mistake. This is not a very sportsmanship, but it's the only way I think that now we can beat them. They are doing a fantastic job. We are doing quite well. We are second, so we cannot cry after complain after a result like that. But these guys, unfortunately, they are making a fantastic job.
So the 52 World Championships after day 2, Quantum Racing leading on 6 points. Second is Azzurrain on 19 points. Third, Platoon on 20 points. Pravetsa 22 and Gladiator also 22. Well, that's it from Mahon today. A windward leeward and a coastal race, both equally challenging. No mistaking the leader, Quantum Racing. Join us for the next races when we're coming live, streaming from the racecourse in Menorca.
The opportunity to actually see the live stream, I think, is going to be huge. They're very, very excited about it.
And your owner, Mr. Doug DeVos, what happens with him?
Well, I think nothing happens in his business world. I think, he tries to fake like he's working, but I'm positive he'll be glued in completely tomorrow.